love to see them make a major comeback, for day number 2, because you don't want to get left behind, right? I mean, you need to start just putting in the foundation so that when we get towards the end of this competition, like towards the playoffs rather, you have that sort of allowance that you give yourself for like errors or like mistakes in the game, so it wouldn't add to like more pressure for the team. But as you can see, ladies and gents, I mean, this is going to be a tough one because this is Bigetron Red of Villains, and right now they have a couple of players from Hale Esports in their line of sight. Now, the big question is, right now, gentlemen, is Superboy gonna ask the team to actually move and go for the kill?
Yeah, well, that is the same question that Superboy, aka Yuhai, might be asking, because he only spotted 2 of the players, and without a full squad information, they might not be going in for that rush just yet. So we'll have to find out what decision will be done by this team. But Bigetron Red Villains, they have the high ground, and not only that, they will be on to the next stage of the circle. Close to them is a few of the teams, and not only it is the Hale Esports, but some who might be on their next line of sight as they reposition themselves to a higher playground. Now, Mikael was able to go for the takedown, but has been brought down as well by the play zone, and the damage really is not been eliminated in rank number 8, left with 7 teams, and out in the open, those who are staying safe and staying silent, Bigetron Red Villains has taken all of the high grounds, if I'm not mistaken, and they are just waiting for the perfect opportunity. But I would say, how much elimination can they get? Because if we take them out from the 23 remaining, they have a potential of getting 19, but I'm talking about potential. It is not accurate on how much they can get in elimination, especially with how the battle is happening from both sides, and GenFoz has been taken down.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Bigetron Red Villains. We have one player who's currently knocked down. They're up against GLU Squad Esports. Again, the most consistent team during the qualifiers. I mean, 6 wwcd. So you just know that these guys are trying to make a name for themselves, right? Making a big impression on all of us. And they are challenging up one of the beasts, which is the Bigetron Red Villains. So this is going to be exciting to watch, to be honest. 2001, man, this guy is one heck of a player right here. Very accurate with the shots, and right now he has that advantage. He is on top of this house right here, and he has his eyes on 2 of the players coming from Bigetron Red Villains, and there you go. One of them has been permanently taken back to the lobby.
Yeah, let's see on how much they can stick to this, because they can stick like glue, as they are the glue squad. But what's surprising, we have Cersei in there from below, but it is Lapar who brought down well, and it's a difficult position for him to be picked up. Room cut, though, a little close, but will need to move out in the open to go for a revival. So I guess GLU will be able to survive with 3 players. Boysil will be in here out in the open. Shopper and RNG will just be waiting for that, but I guess that is a good nade coming from Bigetron Red Villains. They are in between 3 teams, and I'm quite surprised on how they're surviving.
Everyone is already busy, at this point in the match. We've got one player who's bleeding out in the open coming from GLU Squad. This is going to be hard, for them to go for the pick up, because Bigetron, they're not going to let this one go. And just like that, GenFoz, you know what? He has been knocked down a while ago, but right now he is going to kind of avenge himself, right? This one would be knocked down, but boys, oh man, that wasn't a good jump, coming from Bigetron and Sersha. They just took advantage of that one. I mean, it's a free point. Come on. Yeah. It was a 2v1 situation, but Lapar knows already where this 2 players coming from Sersha is at the moment. So I can see they've been throwing nades and some mollies right there. Same thing with GLU Squad. I mean, all of this fight, though, happening at the southern part of the circle, a little bit on the outside, man. So they have to do this fast because the zone is about to close.
And it's about to close in as well on Sergia, though Shopper and RNJ has been safe in here. They have been brought down by Box Pump, all just with nades, and they have been eliminated, left with 5 teams remaining. The worst on the bitter.
And also for GLU squad as well as Bigetron Red Villains will not be able to take over that part of the map.
Yeah, well, let's see if who will be taking over who, as T2K is being overtaken, especially with the nades being pulled against them. John Red Villain just hit them down, run him over, and there goes Kagendra out of this game. 12 eliminations with 3 players potential, and it is 3v3v3. Let's see who's getting to be eliminated next.
But Pank be like, oh, no, bro, you cannot hide from me. I'm gonna get you. And there you go, ladies and gents. Bigetron Red Villains, NV Esports, Morph GPX, your final 3 teams for our match number 2. 3 plays remaining onto the side of BTR, and we can see a lot of smokes being popped up once again. And it looks like the first teams that will battle it out will be NB Esports versus Morph GPX. But this is like a guessing game, right? Because there's a lot of smoke, concealing their position, not revealing their location just yet. So they will have to shoot each other inside the smoky area, which is difficult to pull off.
Yeah, one thing that BTR needs to do is just have that show, and that is the god that we're talking about. Mondo made a mistake of going outside the plane zone. Bobo also take down Rich, and it is now left with 1 for NB Esports. It is now Sek who is left alone and probably weeping right now. Genfos takes down Cake, or steals that kill, and Pepeng finish it off. It's now BTR and Morph GPX, both teams coming from Indonesia, and Lapar has been brought down by the huge punch from Rocky.
Boy, do I have a lot of questions, coming off from that gameplay coming from the NB Esports. Okay, but we're going to talk about that one after we finish the game, because right now Morph GPX, I mean, they have now the best advantage of actually finishing this one and getting the chicken dinner, because 2 of the players coming from BT are already knocked down. So it's just Boys Hill that's left to defend their team. So this is like, what, a 3v1 situation. They have the numbers, they have the advantage. So let's see what's going to happen. But I'm pretty sure, 76% of that one, Morph GPX will absolutely get the chicken dinner for match number 2.
Yeah, Boys Hill, the one thing he needs to do is be really quiet, but Bobo Ho just beats him. Boy will not be surviving, as Superboy will be taking him out. And Bigetron Red Villains, though they have 3 survivors to their side, only 1 is showing, and is trying to take down either Cercia or Genesis Esports, and Stalwart Esports top will be part of the party. 4 team remaining. What? It's
5 elimination points under their belt. So 9 teams remaining, ladies and gentlemen. And getting back to the previous area, we can see at least 4 squads here. We've got Genesis, CMF, GSM, Bigetron, and Sersha. So, man, this is going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, this is becoming brutal, especially for those with only 1, and that is Master Ichi, who isn't receiving hand. If in case names will be thrown at him, or all utilities will be thrown at him, he will be having difficulty to get away. But the next stage will be closing in, or the previous stage will be closing in, and let's see who else will be shown right now. They are still in the next stage of Circle, so I don't think anyone will be backing off from this fight, Red Queen.
This is where the this is where the party is, gentlemen. Just
to happen, as 7 Element, the pick from Red Queen Gaming, survives that engagement against Boom Esports, and Superboy going in for a super nade on to Cercia. 1 goes down, another one in the battle. RNJ waiting for RNG to happen, and he goes down from Lapar's DBS.
Oh, gentlemen, 7 Element is still alive.
Yeah.
Okay, with 3 members nonetheless. But you know what, T2K Esports is trying to do, a little bit of a tap fire with a Mini 14 right here. XMPL trying to inflict damage onto the rest of 7th Element. It's a good thing, though, because they have some proper cover, I might say. So I believe they are safe. But again, we're talking about the final 4 teams are remaining. And Sam9 as well as T2K, man, they're still outside. And now that they have given off their location and from which direction they will be coming from, I'm pretty sure 7 Element and BTR would be pointing their guns at them.
Yeah, let's see on what will happen. And I love, initially I don't love the spread that is being shown by T2K because they're a little bit too spread too thinly. But with the aggressiveness that has been shown, especially from coming from Doki, he can manage his ground and he can go in for the rush. And the rest of the gang will still be surviving. Superboy goes down from the hands of Doki, and we are left with 3 teams. It is a 3v3 situation. As Bigetron Red Villains will be eliminated, remain to be alive with that S12K, and Bigetron Red Villains a little bit too close though. A nade might hit him. This is what I was waiting for earlier because this has been done and proven by a lot of teams. A nade can provide a lot of damage, but still, Superboy, not super, with not letting go of that grenade. And let's see if Hail will be going down or another standoff will be happening.
Yeah, I do hope that none from any of the Hail members brought a kryptonite. That would be the demise of Superboy right here, because we're talking about him being the only player inside that building, very near 3 players coming from Hail. So if Hail decides to go for a push, he can be isolated and it will be difficult, they won't even have a chance to revive Superboy if Hail decides to shut him down.
Yeah, well, let's see if that is the case. And on the other hand, Lions not looking good. 2 down already to their side, and 1 eliminated from out of the 2. Now we are seeing this is the 3-week battle that we saw earlier. There goes Lions being eliminated. That look, and it is Aegon who managed to get a few of those points. Now it is still on the blue. Not only is the damage from those gunshots, also the damage by the zone is being inflicted, and Hail Esports will be currently on the bottom half of our leaderboard, not doing so well. Hopefully they can respond back. BTR though, they are on the rotation, probably trying to take no mercy from above, but boys still can't move at all, and they need to get away. The terrain might be difficult for them, and they can be gunned down, so hopefully they are careful as well.
Just to give a little bit of something to Timor RQ, during the PMSL individual award, I think it was, I do believe it's No Mercy coming from RQ that got the Field Medic Award because he had a total of 50 rescues from inside that tournament. But Bigetron Red Villains, okay, probably point right here in T2K going in for the pinch. Man, he is in big trouble. And you know what, Dewa United is in big trouble as well because they just lost 2 of their players, and BTR is not gonna let it go of this one. They are going for Daybot, the last remaining player of Dewa United.
Yep, and Daybot right now is not waiting for the day to happen. He wants to go in a rush, and let's see, he'll be able to survive. Lapar takes himself out with that need. Bigetron Red Villains though is still in the battle against Vietnam United, and another United team with 5 eliminations already on their name, and 9 eliminations already, but they only are left with 2 players for Bigetron Red Villains. A lot of engagement happening, and Morph GPX with only 1 player remaining, and that was caused by T2K. The high ground, complete armor and a complete helmet, and it's level 3, so he's still safe though unless Doki sees him.
Yeah, if we're gonna be checking out the map, Kagendra, a little on